Hello, g'day, my name's Tom, and today we're going to be talking all about MIK from Basil. First up here on the table, we have two of the accessories. These two accessories from MIK will allow you to adapt any of your Basil bags, baskets, or carriers to take the MIK system. Now, what does MIK stand for? MIK stands for mounting is key. Now that is two things. So one, there's actually a physical key, which comes with the set. You can see it inside the packaging here. We'll open that later. And that's how you engage or disengage the system. And also mounting. Mounting is very important. It's a way to easily put baskets, bags onto your bicycle and off again at the end of your ride or when you get to the end of your journey. So here on the table, we have two of those accessories. We've got first off, we'll start with the carrier plate. So the carrier plate, this is what we use to mount something to your bike. So if you don't already have a MIK ready carrier, no problem. You can still use the MIK system from Basil. You can adapt your carrier to suit. So how this works, we'll just crack this open. And here you can see, nice and simple, all in one piece, already pre-assembled, one MIK Carrier Adaptor. So this here is the MIK Carrier Adaptor. The product code is 70170. And this here will easily mount almost all carriers in the marketplace to fit the MIK system. So you can see on the base, it's got 4 mounting points. Inside here, it's nice and rubberized, going to give you a really nice connection. And that's all adjusted and put together by 4 simple Allen key bolts. So you simply adjust it to the width that you need it to be, to the height that you need it to be, forward and aft, tighten it up, and boom, you've got the MIK system. The only important thing when mounting this to your bicycle is put it on the bicycle so you can read it from behind the bike. So if you're standing behind the bike, just like this, you'd want to be able to read MIK. Another way to make sure you put it the right way on is that you have the little key in the front here, or the arrow. Just make sure that's pointing forward. On the box here as well, we've also got just an easy explanation of the MIK system. So all you need to start with is either a MIK ready carrier, and we'll show you how to identify if your carrier is already got MIK, or the MIK Carrier Adaptor, which is what we have here. Then all you need is a MIK adapter plate. So we'll talk about that one here in a second, which is the MIK Product Adaptor. That will then adapt any basket, bag, or dog carrier, in this case dog basket, to your liking. Now we need to know how to fit your bag or basket to the system. So for starters, some products from the Basil range already have MIK on the product. Those will be easily identifiable with MIK in the description or the product header. For those products that don't have MIK, the majority of the range is MIK compatible. So what I mean by that is you can purchase this here, the MIK Product Adaptor, to adapt your product to fit onto your carrier. So as you can see in here, we do have the mounting plate, the key itself, and some of the mounting screws and accessories. So just pop this open really quick. And in here, there is a handy instruction guide. So you have your packet with your screws and your plugs to help hold everything in place. You have your instruction manual. You have your key. And lastly, you have your mounting plate. So from here, we can take basically any product from the Basil range, any of the bags or baskets, anything that has 4 mounting points, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can mount this plate to that product. When you're mounting the carrier adapter to your product, again, just make sure that the gray piece is to the back. That's where your key is going to go, so you need to be able to access that, and have the notch going towards your saddle. So again, when you're standing behind the bicycle, make sure you can just read the MIK directly facing towards you. Then from there, if this is your carrier or your carrier adapter, you can then take your MIK product, put it in, and it'll simply snap into place. Then to remove that from the product, you've got your key, which is kind of fun to use. It pops out just like this. You then simply slide into the back port. So you can see that here at the back. Simply slide that into the hole and press. That then releases the mechanism inside and will allow the product to release from the rack. From here, how do you know if your Basil product already has MIK attached? This here is an example. This is the Basil Miles trunk bag. And we can tell here that this does have MIK already pre-installed. So this would have had MIK in the description or the product title. And you can see here that this has the MIK system pre-installed. Now these bags are available without the system and they simply strap onto the bicycle. Obviously being strapped to the bike, they're harder to remove quickly when you get to where you want to go. So having it equipped with MIK is a definite advantage. And whilst you can purchase it without, you can, as here, also purchase it with this pre-installed. But what happens if you have a MIK ready product, you've installed your product adapter, or you've bought a Basil product with MIK already installed? How can you tell if your bike already has a MIK compatible carrier, or if you're going to need the carrier adapter? To help know if your rack or carrier is MIK compatible, I've got a rack here off a bicycle, for example, to help show you what to look for. And all you're looking for is simply this shape on the front of your carrier. So if you have the hex shape on the front of your carrier, that's the front of your key. So that there is exactly the same as on the carrier adapter. You can see here, it's got that exact same shape on the front. So if your carrier has this shape here on the front and a port down the back for the back piece to click into, you're ready to go. Some carriers will also have MIK on the carrier, so you can help identify it that way. But the key thing you're looking for is the hex shape up the front and a lateral bar down the back. And just while we've got the rack out here on the table, we can quickly show you how that would look if you need to mount the MIK Carrier Adaptor on there. You can see here on the two vertical bars, you simply mount those hooks onto the side of the carrier there, and then boom, you've got a MIK compatible rack. So quick recap on the MIK system and how to adapt your various products. To start with, if you have a bag or basket that you'd like to use with the MIK system, you need the MIK Product Adaptor, as seen here on the Basil Miles bag. And if you have a carrier that's not MIK ready and you need to adapt it, you need the MIK Carrier Adaptor. So, and if you have both products that you need to adapt, simply pick up both and you're away laughing. Again, some products do come with the MIK Product Adaptor pre-installed. Just check in the description on the web store. And also some carriers as well, such as the Basil Universal Rear Carrier, do also come MIK ready. For more cycling product previews, releases, and tips from BikeChain, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.